This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a tech company? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Ken McLoud with Laconic Tech. Ken, it is great to have you on today. Now, we are so excited to learn all about you and your business. Please start off by telling our listeners just a little bit more about your company.
Yeah, so we partner with companies in order to build out AI solutions in order to improve both revenue and profit without adding headcount.
Wow. Now, let's get into your background a little more. How did you originally get started in this business?
Yeah, so I'm actually a mechanical engineer by training. I spent most of my career in manufacturing facilities. And then I started side hustling, making custom business applications like this in the years kind of just before AI. So say like 2019. That started going well and then really took off with the rise of ChatGPT when AI kind of started exploding into everyone's lives. And then I took it full time and it's been a heck of a ride.
Well, Ken, we all know AI is such a huge thing today. So let's get into it. What is the most common misconception in your industry?
I think the most common misconception is around sort of the right way to think about these AI projects. So everyone wants to start by going, we're falling behind. We've got to be using AI. So they want to look at the business and think, where can we use AI here? And that's the wrong way to think about it. That's a solution in search of a problem and is not going to lead to successful projects with good ROI. Instead, you want to start by identifying the constraint of the business, the real business problem, and then step back and ask yourself, is there a way we can attack that problem today that wasn't available to us 6 months or a year ago because of these new technologies that we've got access to now?
Now, switching gears, we do know that marketing is the heart of every business, especially in your industry. So, who are some of your target clients or customers? And today, how are you attracting them?
Yeah, so the ideal clients for us to work with are businesses in the let's call it like 5 to 50 million in revenue range, sort of where they're large enough to be making investments like this, but not so large that there's a lot of bureaucracy to getting in the way of deploying systems like this. And the main way that I've been connecting with people is through referrals. So I started out with my warm network after 15 years in the industry, and then just did bang up jobs for everybody on that list. And then that leads to referrals, and those referrals lead to more referrals. So it's been effectively, the marketing strategy has been doing a really good job for people.
Well, Ken, we know it's always best to stay on top, especially with AI happening everywhere. So let's talk about something else for a minute. Have you ever thought about having your own podcast before?
Thought about? Yes. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So yes, I've thought about it.
Now, shifting back to your business, what is the number one takeaway you would like our listeners to gather today from learning about Laconic Tech? What makes it so laconic?
I think that bit that I was saying before about the right way to choose a good AI project is really like the single most valuable thing I can tell people. There was a study out of the Harvard Business Review a couple months ago that 90% of the AI projects that corporate America has funded have failed to show a positive ROI. And I mean, it's my belief that the main reason for that is this solution in search of a problem thinking. So like the number one takeaway is we don't want to think, where can I use AI? Instead, we want to identify the constraint in the business and then look for new ways to attack it.
Ken, final question for you today. Where can our listeners go to learn more about Laconic Tech?
Yep, it's LACONICTECH.com, or you can find me under Ken McLoud on LinkedIn.
Well, Ken, thank you so much for filling us in with all things AI today. We really appreciate you being on the show, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.